Green on. Hello everybody, it's me. We're back again with another video. Today I got 3 more cooking up for you guys. You'll see in a second I moved some of the clay around so I can open up some spaces. I'm getting to a point where I think I'm going to have to start working towards, after this spring semester, right between spring and summer, I think I'm going to have to reorganize the whole entire room. So I just want to start prepping and thinking about some ideas on how I want that to sort of function and what I want things to look like. Anyway, I'm going to get right over there. I'll see you in a second. Green off. Green off. There we go. Camera C. So, but you can see I got rid of all the clay that's usually over on that side over there. So I'm pretty excited about getting that out of there. You know, sometimes like when you let these things like build up, it gets a little bit too crazy, but it almost looks like a little half moon over here. But I apologize. I'm going right up. Finger sticking out. Okay. Right, I can think of 1,000 pots, right? I can think of, you know, different amounts pretty easily, right? I can imagine in my head and visually what the space looks like. But 10,000, I have no idea what that would sort of look like. And so I think for me, it'd kind of be like a fun little adventure, try to find out what that actually does look like. And then have it in a gallery space, I think it'd be crazy. Usually when people have definitive answers in ceramics, they don't know what they're talking about. At least that's my personal opinion. There's very few people, I think, in the world, at least that I've met, that are really on top of their game with all that stuff. And the ones who aren't even potters and doing ceramics. They're like doing some other thing. And so like that's related to ceramics. And so in my opinion, I really think that there's a lot more than just one definitive answer for things. And so you got to just sort of band-aid each one of those problems that you think it could be until eventually you find a sort of solution, right? And maybe sometimes those solutions are cascading. It's not just once you find that thing, it just happens there. Even the clay that you use could be causing that as well. So that's my kind of spiel on S-cracks, form, whatever it is. Don't forget to breathe, guys. Nice. It's a good pull. Can really feel my headset starting to fall now. It's very unfortunate. It makes me feel like I'm just angry, like I'm squinting or something. Oh. Well, there we go. Okay. Here's number 2. Camera C. Camera C. Oh, come on. This headset is driving me crazy. You deserve more subs. You know, I don't ever think about it like that. You know, like, I appreciate what you're saying, right? But, you know, everybody, you know, luck happens to people, right? And sometimes it happens to people in a moment right away, and sometimes it happens over a long period of time. For those that it happens in the moment, they get huge amounts of luxuries thrown their way, right? Because they have eyes and influence. But I think one thing that you don't get when you don't have to go through the grind or the turbulence of the journey, is you don't get to experience glory. You want them to sort of lay on there as if they grew there, right? Like they're crawling up to find like sunlight, or they're some other thing they're reaching, right? I always think that trees are kind of interesting and plants are interesting because they're always reaching for nutrients, right? Whether it comes from light, whether it comes from soil, they're always reaching, right? They never stop, right? And that's what I think is like the coolest part about plants. I think you can actually relate to the way plants feel. I don't know if plants actually have feelings or stuff, but just like reaching and getting after something, you're exhibiting plant behavior. Anyway, I'll set this one here. We'll have that one in the front. I think this one really has that nice rounded top, and you can even see some of the throwing lines on that rounded top there. And so I think that actually looks kind of cool. I wish I would have gotten that middle part to be a little bit more sucked up, but I think overall it's a pretty good pot. Speaking of sucked up, I think that this middle here on this twist on this side, this one turned out great. Oh, I went over my time limit, so now I'm in a different background. Oh, whatever. Anyway, so this one I think really has that nice sort of tree quality to it. Has a very nice contrast between the bottom splaying outwards, the tree trunk, that twist, that tightness, and then the release kind of on that top there. And then if we look right above me, the one in the middle here, I think that this one is the most plain of all of them today. Again, that base I think is just a little bit too thick, right? And there's not a lot going on the top that really helps it out, so it's more mundane. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. All the best, and strong mentality.